friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to conduct an experiment. I am going to try making some new plants from my old dendrobium canes. There are many videos floating in the internet, so why not try it for ourselves. I am a home grower. I don't use chemical fungicides or commercial growth hormones and other insecticides. So I guess I won't get exceptionally good results, but there is no harm in trying. So let's get started. When can you try this? When you have a very healthy plant with lot of good old canes and you want to try making new plants, or when your plant is really sick and has no hope at all, rotting from the base, and with the only hope that if you cut it to prevent the spread and that the top portion may sprout a new plant like in this case, then you can try this method. So we will need a clean sterile knife. Make sure to sterilize it every time you cut a cane so that you minimize the risk of transmitting infection from one cane to other or from one plant to another. First I will cut some canes from the healthy plants, and I will be collecting canes from both hybrid dendrobiums, the hard cane types, and also from the soft cane ones, the nobile type of dendrobiums, to compare the results. Make sure to apply some turmeric or cinnamon powder on the cut ends from where the canes have been collected. Now I have enough dendrobium canes. Let's collect some Phalaenopsis old spikes as well. The spikes as such, they have great capacity to produce kikis when they are still attached to the mother plants. And I have been watching a few videos on YouTube which claim that if you cut and lay the Phalaenopsis spike on moss bed, then you increase the chances of getting a kiki from the spike. So let's try that as well. I have prepared my propagation bed. It's 50 to 60% moss and rest is charcoal and leca. The climate these days is very hot and humid, which is actually ideal for new growth. So I think I'm at a better luck here in terms of providing more moisture to the cuttings. I'm sealing the ends with some wax. Actually, I couldn't find any candles at the end moment, so I went ahead and I melted my daughter's broken crayons. It's actually even better. I can now color code the canes using green color for the soft cane nobile type of dendrobiums and other colors for variously colored dendrobium hybrids, and a separate color for the Phalaenopsis spikes, which actually look so different from the dendrobium canes that I don't even need to color code this. I'm laying them on this propagation bed. I will be spraying a mix of cinnamon water. I boiled a stick of cinnamon in water for some time and I am using it after cooling. This should act as a natural fungicide and prevent the growth of fungus. And I have added half tablet crushed expiry date B complex tablet which was lying around at home. The water smells terrible, but it should work. I'm using B complex because I have come across various articles suggesting that the addition of vitamins can have direct or indirect effect on a plant's growth. Thiamine, riboflavin, etc. they can act as cytokinins and help promoting new growths. So I am spraying the nutrient rich water generously, and now I will leave it as it is. I won't cover this because the weather itself is so humid nowadays. If I cover it, the cuttings will rot for sure. Now putting the date label here, I will spray plain water on it daily and the nutrient water every week, and will observe it after a few days. It's been 10 days. Let's check the cuttings closely. We can clearly see it didn't work for the Phalaenopsis spikes. I'm gonna remove these, except for this one. It's not completely yellow yet, so let's keep it for some more days. Next is this cane. It has no new growths, but it is not rotten either. We'll keep it and we'll keep observing it. These canes are completely yellow and mushy. I am going to toss these, and look at this one. It has two new growths. That was a hybrid dendrobium. It has got two new growths. Next is this soft cane Dendrobium. I can say so from the green colored wax here. This one is completely yellow and feels mushy, so I am going to throw it. This on the other hand, another soft cane Dendrobium, actually has two small baby plants and another tiny bump here. So it worked in this case. Another soft cane here, half yellow, half green. I am going to keep it for a few more days. And these hard cane cuttings, they have not done anything yet, but they are healthy and they are not rotting. They are still green, so they are going back on this propagation tray. I will keep observing. This is the cutting which already had a kiki, and you can see there is another tiny bump here, so that can develop into another kiki. So these are the cuttings that I am finally left with. These, some of them, they have new growths on them, and some, even if they don't have new growths, they are still green and fresh. They feel firm, not mushy. So I will continue the experiment with these. They will continue on this propagation bed. We'll continue keeping them in the shaded portion of the balcony, and let's see. And we will check again after 2 weeks. So that's it for today, friends. Just an experiment that I conducted. No false results, just sharing my findings. I think it's not completely waste. At least I got some baby plants here, and I still have good canes that might give more baby plants. At least I'm hopeful. So we'll make an update video again after 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.